food that's being sprayed. You know, once the farms get contaminated, it's very hard to reverse. It takes years, and if it's GMO contaminated, there is no reversal.
Reversible. That's it.
So we are here to protect our farms and our farmers. So if our consumers could just understand that it is for their future, the future of their children, the future of the planet, every time they buy. If they complain, ano mahal man ang
Organic, yes.
Because there are very few of them.
Yes.
You know, they don't mass produce.
The more that
have
we
to
buy
sell.
them, the more that we buy organic, that will the consumers then will help them lower the price for themselves.
Exactly.
This is the display of Cebu Farmers Market here in Park Mall, Cebu City. This is a movement to support the local farmers of Cebu to be able to display their products and to promote healthy eating and organic farming. I'm gonna interview now the organizer for Cebu Farmers Market, Miss Teresa. So when did you start promoting them, ma'am? When did you start this organization of our Cebu farmers?
Yes, well, we started in 2014. We were on a campaign to stop genetically modified organisms
Okay.
in our crops because of its destruction to the environment, to the soil. And in the course of that campaign, we met with farmers in the north and the south, and we had a big forum at the provincial capital. We met these farmers who were practicing on their own. They were not necessarily formally trained to be organic, but they basically were practicing what they inherited
Oh,
from their grandparents, you know, because there was a time when we never used any synthetic chemicals in
yes,
our
it's
food,
true.
in our fertilizers, pesticides, you know. So when we met, that's when we decided to form the Cebu Farmers Market. We said, okay, if we're telling people what's bad about the food that they're buying,
yeah, educate
we
them.
should give them an alternative.
Okay.
So that there is something for them, some other place for them to come to, where they can get, you know, healthy food. They know who's growing it. They know what's been placed in their food, etc.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
how we started.
Yeah, because a lot of Cebuanos is not aware about organic farming. What is the benefit of having organic food?
Yes.
And I think you are the one that is like you the innovator of this kind of movement.
Oh, well, I think we really just were sort of like it's an idea whose time has come. In other countries, probably 20 years ago, that is where we are now.
Yeah.
And so I think we were just ready. I think the public is more ready. There has been a lot, you know, Filipinos suffer a lot from high blood pressure, cancer,
Yep.
you know, heart disease, diabetes.
Yeah.
Some of the, you know, right,
Yeah.
most prevalent diseases that our Filipinos suffer from.
Yeah.
Our children are developing more and more kinds of allergies, and we really believe it's in the soil, it's in the water, it's in the plants, it's in how food is processed.
Okay,
You know?
yeah.
And so, you know, what it gets placed in cookies and the kinds of sugar that
Yeah.
we use, the kinds of salt that we use.
Yeah, it
And
does.
so we're really trying to break through all of that and provide an alternative where everything from the farm to the processing of foods to the cooking up until, you know, the market where we have both the fresh produce and the processed food is healthy and
Okay.
safe for everybody.
Do you also offer like how to seminars for like other farmers who's not aware about organic farming?
Yes, because especially since we know there are many farmers out there that are waiting. They want to convert to organic, and actually, sad to say, because you know they work in mass production farms
Yes.
where they spray, etc., to bring up the yield. That's what goes into our supermarkets and grocery
Yes.
stores.
Yeah.
So they know of that it is a health risk to keep eating that kind of food that's chemically sprayed.
Yeah.
They end up growing just for their family.
Yes.
You know, a healthy way. So for some farmers, until it can be proven that the market will buy their food, it's really hard for them to convert.
Yes, that's why I've
Yes.
noticed, because I've been to different farms. They're still doing chemical works,
Yes.
spraying
So,
it,
yes.
and I come across about this organic farming, but they're very minimal.
There are a few of them because it's very intensive in terms of labor.
Right.
We unfortunately for now do not get free seeds and organic material from our government and the DA. Instead, what's given for free are still chemically treated
Seeds.
and
Yeah.
chemically treated seedlings
Yes.
and sprays.
I know.
That's what's for free. And our
Yeah.
poor farmers, they say, well, gracia nana. You know, it's grace,
It's
so
grace.
I have to accept it and use it. And we
Oh.
tell them, is it still grace? If you know it's how it's going to destroy the health of the people who are eating it, your own soil, etc. So it's really, they're really in a bind. So what we're trying to do is really increase the markets. And now we have 3 markets.
Right.
And we're encouraging every person to really start to choose consciously where they're getting their food and what they're buying.
Okay.
And what they feed their children. It's not the easiest sometimes because children aren't used to eating vegetables.
Exactly.
But this is where we're also teaching, like having cooking demonstrations and workshops where we're helping the consumers to understand how best to cook vegetables so that your children will eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good, Mom.
So-
I may attend one of your demo cooking sometimes, because
Yes.
I'm really interested about this. Like when I go there, I see some herbal things, because I want to switch from those medicines.
Yes.
Because
yes.
a lot of my neighbors are just using leaves to cure their
Yes,
illness.
And actually, our farmers know this.
Yeah.
They have the wisdom of our ancient.
Yes.
I mean, the Philippines is an agricultural country, and we have really strayed
From it.
that natural giftedness. I mean,
Yeah.
as a country, we supposedly can grow 60% of the world's food
Wow.
because of our climate, right?
Yeah.
We don't have winters to cut the seasons, etc. So we have perennials, we have, kind of things. And our farmers also have knowledge about the medical benefits of these foods, but they don't share it because
yes.
people who are, from their point of view, people who are more educated
Will look down
will
on.
just poo-poo it and say it's superstition.
Yeah.
Some belief that doesn't really have a scientific background. Well, our farmers can't spend billions of pesos to do testings and
Exactly.
they just live the way they do. At our market, we allow that. Like in the beginning, our farmers would say, "Oh, we don't want to sell. We'll just farm because we're really farmers." Because they're worried that they don't speak English well enough, or they didn't even finish high school.
Yeah.
They worry about that they were not educated as much as the consumers. But now, as our markets have been going for almost 5 years, we're celebrating our 5th in October.
Wow.
The customers have really responded well.
And it's
they really
increasing.
yes, they're really asking the farmers, what's good for this? How do you use this? How do you cook it?
I notice it because I was just observing when I come. A lot of your customers are asking.
Yes, yes.
So-
So it makes the farmers feel good. They gain back their confidence and their self-esteem that what they actually know
Yep.
is of value. Reto, our herbalist,
Herbalist, yeah.
he owns a huge land south of Cebu. And as he says, nature is my farmer. I am simply the harvester.
Very
So
good.
he doesn't even till his land, but he's gifted with all of these wild herbs that he really takes time to study. And so we have many, many customers who have, as I was saying earlier, been suffering from diseases where they take these maintenance meds, they call them. And we tell them they're called maintenance meds because they're maintaining your disease. You're not actually
Logical.
changing.
Yes. It's
So,
not curing.
but if you change the way you eat, if you change the way you see, even let's say fever is your body's way of
Fighting the infection.
fighting the infection and removing the toxins. And so take something that will just help you let it run its course. than taking something
To stop
to
it
stop the symptom, but the cause of it still lives
inside.
somewhere inside.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do, is change the consciousness and the culture of food.
Oh,
in
I
Cebu.
really support you. I will
Thank
see.
you.
I will keep on promoting you because I really, really support you. I have experience it myself. I got a lot of people in my place that's into herbal medicine. And one time, I got like sprain, and they just put some leaves on it, and that just a few hours, it's gone.
Yes, yes.
And then I've been taking pain relievers before that,
I know.
and it doesn't
I know.
take it off. But in a few hours of those leaves that they put in, ma'am, it's gone in like 4 hours.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's from then on, I stopped taking medicines if I could help it.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said earlier, we are so gifted, right? You know, the most sort of like popular crops, you know, we had to hear about it from the United States, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like turmeric,
Yeah,
moringa, which is kalamungay.
kalamungay.
Just starting with these two products, kamote, you know,
Yes, the sweet potato.
very rich in vitamin A, right? For
Yes.
our eyesight. Do we know these things? No, but it had to take being outside of the
Okay.
country where it becomes really popular, really expensive,
And then realize that we have it
farmers are
here.
like, "Sagbot naman." I mean, they grow like weeds around them,
Yep.
or they eat it, but they consider it poor man's food.
Yes.
They would not think to bring it to the city. Well, now, as you can see,
Yeah, I even have 6 malunggay plant in my own backyard.
Exactly. Now we have moringa powder.
Moringa bread.
Yeah, moringa bread, turmeric and everything.
Yes.
We have a youth organization here.
Oh, okay.
Each of our markets are made up of different vendors, farmer vendors,
Okay.
who are themselves farmer associations.
Oh.
Yes, their stories, if you want to really follow, each one has a beautiful story. We have
That
a
would be
story of our
interesting.
youth farmers whose vision is to really change the youth
Wow.
in terms of their thinking about agriculture.
That's
That
very
there is-
interesting.
yes,
I want to
that
have to follow. I
there
will
is
follow
income
you.
in it. It is a career.
Yep.
You know, it's not a lowly career. It is hard work.
Yep.
You know, but this group, many of the leaders who started it were college graduates who went into corporate and just found dead-end jobs.
Yep.
You know, either call centers, etc. And they just felt, you know, but they grew up with poor farming families who said, "Don't return, because it's such a hard life and there's no money here." One time, they took a vacation down in Argao to visit a friend of theirs, and they saw how poorly
Money.
the soil was, and the okra was really skinny, and they knew how much it would cost in the city, okra, but what the farmer could sell was like
10
peanuts.
pesos.
I
Yes.
mean, it, you know, and so they decided right then and there that they would all quit
And help.
jobs.
That is
They
very
said,
honorable.
Let's put our savings, and they only came up with 48,000 pesos. But they decided, we'll get a piece of land. It was given to them, sort of like a small piece. Let's only eat what we can grow.
Wow.
So they were starving at some point, and they would always ask themselves,
Is this-
are we going
Padayon
to
pa?"
continue? Or are we going to go back to our jobs? And they said, no, let's continue. And it was them who actually came up with the idea that we won't be able to survive if all we sell is what we grow, the fresh produce. Let's do value adding. So that's why they came up with this 10-in-1 Moringeric
All right.
mix. That's now one of the most
Popular.
the best seller. You can go to many stores and it's there. Fair trade pick them up.
All
You know,
right.
so and now they're fine. Another group of women lives in Naga. They all lost their jobs when a plant factory closed down, and thank God, you know, they got together and they said we could either just look for another job or try to do something else. They found a piece of land, just, you know, and they asked who's the owner. Found out it's the provincial government. They wrote, who then was Governor Davide,
Yeah.
a letter and said, can you teach us how to grow
Wow.
here?
Unbelievable.
And they now sell at the mango market
Wow.
on Mondays.
I have to
So,
I have to interview those people.
And
Very honorable.
yes, the individual, their farmer associations and their individual landowners, but very simple landowners.
Yes. I
So-
don't I interview farmers in my places as well. How they do it. How like there's a woman who's a pig farmer. How she earns.
Yeah.
I want to promote that the Filipinos are resilient people.
Yeah.
That we are like we can stand up on our own
Yes,
given the
yes,
chance.
Exactly. But we gotta do it right.
Yeah.
You know, and it will take sacrifice. So if our consumers could really understand that every time they buy organic, they're supporting an organic
Right.
farmer who is sacrificing so that they can have healthy, clean, safe food.
Yep.
And also protect the food security in Cebu. Because our seeds are getting lost.
Oh.
GMO is taking over.
Yeah.
You know, the commercialization
Listen.
of golden rice, which is a GMO product,
Yeah.
is might start in September, and we're taking up another campaign to stop that. Right?
Oh my
and,
God.
and food that's being sprayed. You know, once the farms get contaminated, it's very hard to reverse. It takes years, and if it's GMO contaminated, there is no reversal.
Reversible. That's it.
So we are here to protect our farms and our farmers. So if our consumers could just understand that it is for their future, the future of their children, the future of the planet, every time they buy. If they complain, ano mahal man ang
Organic, yes.
Because there are very few of them.
Yes.
You know, they don't mass produce.
The more
we
that
have
we
to
buy
sell.
them, yeah, the more that we buy organic, that what the consumers then will help them lower the price for themselves.
Exactly. Exactly. So we're asking more farmers to convert. We will support them however way we can. We can raise funds
Yeah.
so that they can be protected. You know, they can go through the conversion without losing so much of their livelihood.
Yes.
You know, because it really is an addiction to fast food and
Yeah.
commercial foods.
It's easy food, like
Yes.
you know, lazy man's food.
Exactly.
Because ready to go, like put hot water, noodles is there.
Yes,
No need to work.
everything is,
Yeah.
it's fast and easy. But as our farmers like to say, where would you rather spend your money on? On healthy, clean, organic food, or later on for at the hospital?
Treatments and
Medical
medicine. Yeah,
exactly.
makes sense, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, Miss Teresa. You're such
you.
an honorable person.
Thank
I will
you.
be following it up, so I'd like to support them through my channel, and then so I could get your message across about our farmers.
Thank you very much for your interest.
Yes.
And if I might say, we don't have a website right now, but please, go to our Facebook page. It just simply says Cebu Farmers Market.
Okay.
Yes.
We
and
will.
then you'll get announcements there. We have 3 markets a week.
Okay, ma'am. I will promote it, ma'am. Thank you. So, they are here for this weekend, but every other day of the week, they are on different malls. They were allowed to display. So, like this one, she's selling different snacks made of coconut, rice, and different root crops. She got organic crops like the sweet corn, peanut, and squash. So all in all, this is their own product. They also sell their carved wooden utensils. This is dragon fruit. So this is the owner of the farm. So this is a movement, so the local farmers will be encouraged to plant more, and they are more on the organic type of farming. So you got coconuts, plants, passion fruit, and herbals like moringa, turmeric, 10 herbs. So this is more of turmeric, goat's milk bath soap. Pwede nakakwanan. They sell this one, goat milk bath soap. And this moringa massage oil, turmeric ointments. So these are more plants from the Organic Farmers Organization. Hello, ma'am. Oyster Mark, pure cacao. So kaning farmers market, ma'am, this is your like a group na cooperative or
Actually, organizer si namon Teresa sa Cafe Ay. Kami mga farmers, namin mga adlaw na pwede makatinda Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
okay.
So
Where is your farm?
Ako namin sa Cebu nga.
Cebu nga.
Kana siyang mga gulay, ay kaning prutas.
Okay.
Ang mushrooms, i-grow na ako sa Barangay San Jose.
Barangay San Jose and Talambat?
Yeah.
Oh. I live somewhere there in
Pakayan?
no, in a mountain barangay, Padong Guba.
Dita?
No, Guba.
Sa Guba. Mauno siyang organizer namin si Ma'am Teresa.
Okay.
Chika-chika.
Okay. So all these products organically grown ni siya, ma'am, tanan?
Yes.
So they are promoting organic style of farming. And so their product are most of them are organic. Even their vinegars organic sa niya, ma'am. Okay. Galangal and banana vinegar. So they got a Reaper chili vinegar. So they're only displaying here for the last 3 weekends of August, although they have regular scheduled markets to display their product in different malls here in Cebu City. So if you're into organic farming, herbals, or into herbal medicine, I think this is the group that where you get your fresh supplies of herbs and for organic products.
All herbal medicine.
Yeah, it's all herbal medicine. I've noticed it. You're the herbalist, sir? Okay.
Sorry, I'm just eating.
Sorry, it's okay, sir.
Lugaw.
Lugaw?
I like
Chicken lugaw, plain lugaw.
playing with eggs
Oh, okay.
and spicy.
So this is the herbalist for this Reto the herbalist. So he's just having his snacks. So hopefully we can interview him in a while. So they are the organizers for their Cebu farmers display markets in different malls here in Cebu City.